This is the story of a man named Thomas, a man who believed time was simple, predictable, and safe, until the night it proved him wrong. It began on a quiet Tuesday evening. Thomas was sitting on his couch, relaxing after work, when his phone buzzed. He checked the screen. There was a missed call and a voicemail. Nothing unusual, until he saw the name of the caller. The call was from himself. Curious and confused, Thomas pressed play. His own voice said, "Thomas, don't drop that glass." He looked around in disbelief. What glass? But 10 seconds later, the glass of cola beside him slid off the armrest and shattered on the floor. It was as if someone had pushed it. Thomas brushed it off at first, trying to convince himself it was a coincidence. But the next evening, another voicemail appeared. Again, the caller ID showed his own number. The message said, "Don't be startled." 10 seconds later, someone hit his window with a loud bang. His neighbor stood outside, pale and shaking, searching for his missing cats. From that moment on, the voicemails became a nightly event. Always short, always strange, and always predicting something that would happen exactly 10 seconds later. Messages like, "Don't open the door," "Stay perfectly still," "Say nothing." Thomas began to fear the sound of his own phone. It felt as if his life was being divided into 10-second warnings, as if something was creeping closer, little by little. Then everything changed. One night, much earlier than usual, a new voicemail arrived at 2:45 in the morning. But the voice in the message was not calm this time. It was trembling, weak, panicked. His voice said, "Thomas, it's getting closer. It's coming faster. You must stay awake." Thomas tried to stay up, but exhaustion took over. Around 3 in the morning, he fell asleep. When he woke, his phone was lying in the center of the room. He did not remember touching it. Another voicemail had appeared. The time sent and the time received were identical, as if it had not been sent at all, but simply existed. He pressed play. His hollow, distorted voice said, "He is coming. Run. Now." Thomas stood up instantly, but before he could move, he heard footsteps coming from the kitchen. Slow, dragging, with heavy breathing between each step. Thomas lived alone. His phone buzzed again with a new incoming call. Again, the caller ID showed his own name. Thomas answered. The voice whispered, "Listen carefully. I am not 10 seconds ahead of you. I am 10 seconds behind you." A cold fear washed over him. "What is in your house is not you," the voice continued. "It uses your time. It comes late at first, then on time, then early. You have to..." The call ended abruptly. No sound, just a thick, unnatural silence. Something shifted in the kitchen, not loud, but enough to make it clear he was not alone. Thomas ran out of his house, down the street, into the darkness. That was the last time anyone saw him. 3 days later, the police found his phone on the sidewalk. Thomas was missing, but on the phone was one final voicemail, recorded after he had already vanished. His voice sounded faint and frightened. "To whoever hears this, I don't know where I am. I thought the messages came from the future, but they come from here, a place where time follows you." There was a shaky breath, as if something stood right behind him. It arrives 10 seconds late at first, then 5, then 1, then at the same time. A long pause followed. Then Thomas whispered, "If you hear this, do not listen to your next voicemail." But after that, another breath came through. It was not Thomas's breath. It was deeper, closer, right against the microphone. Then a voice that did not belong to any human said, "You have 10 seconds." End of message.